Well, hello there folks, and welcome back to The Whisky Friend with me, Alan. Not the usual whisky review tonight folks. I'm going to do something a little bit different. It's just a little update. Back in February I did a six whisky mini series, 25-year-old whiskies. At the end of that I was going to pick a winner. I was going to go out and try and purchase one of those bottles. I have managed to secure that bottle, so I'm going to share that with you tonight. So for the guys that didn't watch the mini series or didn't manage to catch it, I'm just going to have a quick run through the whiskies. I will pop links to the videos above if I can. We opened up the series with Glencadam 25. Fantastic whisky, natural presented, 46% ABV, no colour, no chill filtration, absolutely fantastic. Typical Glencadam. That Glencadam fruitiness, zestiness, brightness, it was fresh, it had everything. It was nutty, it was floral, it was tropical. It had all the bits and pieces that I loved. We then moved on to the second one. We dropped it down to a 24-year-old. I thought it deserved to be in this little shootout, little rundown. We moved up to Anok. I did the Anok 24. Again, 46% non-chill filtered, natural colour. Absolutely fantastic. This one took a wee bit of time. It was a wee bit awkward to begin with, a little bit unruly, a little bit spoiled. It was aggressive. It was up in your face. So I decided to redo it and give it a wee bit longer in the glass, which seems to help. It became much more friendlier, much more open, and it let us get in, and it shared all its beauties with us. It's a little bit sour, a little bit bitter, but it was all naturally presented. It was fantastic, a really, really complex whiskey. It was nutty, it was spicy, it had herbal, it had savoury, it had minty, it was toffeed, it was fudgy, it was vanilla, it was sticky. It had everything, oily mouthfeel, absolutely fantastic. And it was, when I did check it out, I was really surprised at the money of it. For a 24-year-old whiskey, it's a fantastic price. I think I could pick it up for $129. So that was the second one. Then we moved on to the third one, which was the Glengoyne 25, unhurried since 1833. First fill sherry casks, 25-year maturation in those sherry casks. Hand-picked sherry casks. It had everything. It had that Christmas cake notes, those typical, it was a big sherry bomb. It was raisins, figs, plums, everything you can imagine. Then the berries came in. You had strawberries, raspberries, cranberries, blackberries, any sort of berries you can imagine. It had toffee, it had fudge, it had old leather, it had tobacco, sweet tobacco. It is just a real beautiful whiskey, and you could spend lots of time just nosing and sipping that. I loved that one straight through, from the first nose right through to the finish, which was absolutely fantastic. Then we hit number 4. We moved across to Campbelltown. As you can see behind me, I'm a big Campbelltown fan. So I was really privileged to manage to pick up a sample of the Glen Scotia 25. ABV was a little bit higher again. It was 48.8% ABV. Again, non-chill filtered, natural colour. It was waxy, it had tropical fruits in it. It was toffeed, it was fudgy. It had a little bit of smoke through this one, so it was smokier on the nose than it was on the palate. It still had that little smoke blanket in the wrapping around everything. But this was so nice a whiskey. But this is more of a dessert whiskey. If you're into dessert whiskies, I think this was fantastic. It was a little bit drier than the others, but again, it was that toffeed, fudgy, the little bit of salty character as well. So it had real complex tropical fruits, melons, bananas, pineapples. It had it all. Again, it was one of those really complex 25-year-old whiskies. Then we moved on to the fifth one, which was the Glenfarclas 25, but it was a Whisky Exchange London edition, special edition, 25-year-old. ABV again was a wee bit, this was the highest ABV of them all, 50.5, so it was a wee bit ramped up from the regular 25, which is at 43%, so this had the extra ABV, and it came out in it was more powerful, it was more punchy, it had all those typical floral sherry notes, Christmas cake, all the things you would expect. from Glenfarclas. It had that outdoor feel, orchard. If you're walking through an orchard, it had coffee in it, it had chocolate in it. It was a complex whiskey. Not only complex, but it was beautifully balanced as well. It was a real wonderful whiskey from Glenfarclas. And then we topped the final one off. We headed over to Islay, and I picked up a beautiful sample of a Bunnahabhain 25, which is just awesome whiskey. 46.3% ABV, natural colour, non-chill filtered, all the usual. But that was a typical Bunna. It was spicy, it was fruity, it those beautiful orange and tangerine notes, typical sherry notes, raisins, figs, all that stuff. It was such a spicy, fruity whiskey. Real rich in quality, fantastic mouthfeel, mouth watering, mouth coating, but it was so sweet and so fruity and so spicy. So wow, there's the rundown, guys. So what a task I had in hand. When I decided to set out and do this little challenge, I didn't think it would be as difficult, because I really got tempted. I'd love to have bought all of these whiskies. They were all that good. But I managed to go out and get one. I was torn between 2 or 3 of them, but it came down to the end. I'm glad with the choice I made. So without any further ado, I'm going to introduce you to the bottle that I managed to pick up. This might come as a surprise to some of you, it might not come as a surprise to some of you. So here we go, guys, let's dive into it. I'm really thrilled to share this with you. Look at this beauty, look at that bad boy. So that is the Glengoyne 25, fantastic mahogany box, beautifully unhurried since 1833. Let's get this opened up and get this bad boy out of here for you. Let's have a look at this. But look at that, I'm salivating already just looking at it. So there's the bottle. Glengoyne 25, look how dark that is, beautiful dark colour, fantastic bottle. It is a different bottle from my last one. Box is different, everything's different, just a new packaging at Glengoyne. But absolutely wonderful whiskey. This had everything, guys. It was rich Christmas cake, wow, the first full sherry, everything about it from start to finish. I nosed it, it was wonderful, and I tasted it, it was beautiful. And I've went out, guys, it cost me £299, which I think I've got a wee bit of a snip on it, because I think recently Glengoyne has been looking at their prices, and I think some of the prices have kind of just crept up a little bit. After I bought this, a couple of days later, it went back up again to £3.50. So I think I've got a wee bit of a snip with it. Can't wait to open it, can't wait to share it. I'm so glad that I've done that little series. The whiskies, where I got conflicted is I could have picked up the Bunnahabhain was another close one. That came in, I could have got that. That was going to be the most expensive, $324. I know there's not a lot of difference. $324 for the Bunnahabhain 25. I could have got the Glen Scotia for $275, which is fantastic. The Whiskey Exchange one is $150. Fantastic price, fantastic whiskey. Just a wee bit of an upgrade from the regular 25-year-old whiskey. The Glencadam, I think, was the surprise of them all. $215. I could have got that for. That may be something that may end up in my cabinet, maybe next month or the month after. I'm going to have a wee look through the rest of the year and see if I can pick up some more of these, because they are worth picking up. And then the price of them all, the 129 was the Anok 24, which I think is fantastic money here in the UK. It may be different prices. These might all be different prices in different market, guys. I'm conscious of that. But I've priced all of these in the UK. Whether they're a wee bit more expensive or the prices vary in different markets. But that's it. Just a quick video, guys. No messing around. Just thought I'd share that little, just to let you know that I've went out and I've got my bottle, and I'm looking forward to cracking it open at some point. So that's it. I'm Alan. I'm the Whiskey Friend. Until the next time, remember, the pleasure is in the sharing, and I'll see you very soon. Cheers now. Bye bye.